Okay, so here's a few problems from today's worksheet that talks about how did you hear about the car with the wooden wheels and the wooden engine? So I guess we're going to find out what the joke is. Haha. All right, now let's go into a few of these problems, but look at all these graphs. Notice how they're all their y-intercepts are at 0. Literally, all the intercepts are at 0. Like for every single graph, it always crosses the origin, meaning the y-intercept, or the initial value, is 0. So that makes our job a lot easier because, remember in our notes it said to pick 2 points on our graph in order to find the slope. And when we're given the graph, we pick 2 points to find the slope of the line. So the easiest one to find is the y-intercept, which in this case is going to be 0, and in this entire worksheet. So you put it at 0, and then it looks like, if I look closely at letter O, it crosses again at 2, 4, which is up here. So now let's find the slope between those 2 points. So how far does it change going up to down first? Then how far does it change going left to right? So it looks like it goes up 4 to the right 2. So my slope is positive 4 over 2. I can reduce 4 over 2 to 2 over 1. And then, because my y-intercept is 0, I know that it's 0. So to make my equation, again, we always put y equals blank x, and then my blank is the rate, which is, or my slope, which is 2. I don't have to write the invisible 1 down below unless I have to. And then remember, the 0 is my y-intercept, but I don't need to write 0 in my final answer. So y equals 2x is my final answer. So I see that down there in my bottom, and I would put the letter O right here. All right, let's take a look at another problem. Let's look at letter I right below it, letter I. So letter I, again, let's make 2 points so that we can find the slope. Our first point will be at 0, 0, negative. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's go back to letter O real quick. Letter O, I know that some of you are saying, well, wait, couldn't I put it there at 1, 2? Even if I would have done that, it would have been the same slope, 2 over 1, except I wouldn't have had to reduce. So all you have to do is pick 2 points. Again, one of them should be the y-intercept. The other point is just going to be anywhere where it crosses the grid perfectly, right there in the corners. So, sorry about that. All right, now to letter I. Let's pick 2 points to find the slope. We'll start at 0, 0. And it looks like it crosses again at 2, negative 5. So now we go, what's the slope? So down 5 to the right 2. So that's going to be negative 5 over 2. Then, of course, we know our y-intercept is 0. So we're just going to write our equation, y equals negative 5 halves x. And then we could put plus 0, but we don't need to. So I'm just going to write negative 5 halves x. So that means I'm going to put a letter I right here in front. 5 halves x. All right, and then we'll do letter D, because look at letter D. This looks really interesting here. So normally people would look at this and say, oh, I could put a dot here at 1, 1. But if you look closely, it actually doesn't cross right there. It looks like it crosses all the way up at 6, 5, excuse me. So we'll put our dot here at 0, 0, and it looks like it actually crosses perfectly all the way up there. So find the slope between the 2 points. We find out how far it goes up. It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like my slope is 5 over 6 to make my equation. Y equals 5 over 6x. And again, we don't need to put the plus 0 because my y-intercept is at 0. And it looks like I'll put the letter D right here. So that is how you do that side of the worksheet. It makes it really simple just to find the slope because, again, my starting place or my initial value or my y-intercept will always be 0.